Good morning world from the island of Siargao here in the Philippines. If this is the first video of ours you've seen, we're a British family that lives on this island. This is normally what a typical day looks like for us. This is our little dog, our rescue dog, Filipino Aspin, Poppy Love. Our daughter is 6 years old. We spent the last 3 years living here. She's just spotted an eel. Poppy's interested. And this is Shalako, the dog that lives on the land where we are.
Look.
What kind of sea creature have you spotted?
An eel.
Have you?
Right there, look.
What, next to the brittle star?
Yeah, in the hole.
I think you're blocking it with your shadow, actually.
That spotty head
That
thing.
water's so warm.
I can see its head, yeah.
Oh, it's like a bath.
Yes.
Warm bath.
At low tide, you always see these brittle stars walking around. Strange looking things, aren't they? Well, they breathe. Look, bubbles come out.
Of course they breathe, otherwise they wouldn't be alive.
The island of Surigao is pretty remote. You'll find it in the Mindanao region of the Philippines, which a lot of people think is a dangerous place to visit. We've been living here for over 3 years now. No problems at all. It's actually a beautiful place to live. Came here on a holiday, got stuck in a lockdown, and then stayed. What have you spotted now? Sea slug?
Look.
Cool. Let's appreciate the speed of Poppy Love, our Filipino Aspin dog, who looks like she's on her way home. Poppy! Gone. What have you found?
Snake.
A snake? Sea snake?
The tiniest wormy thing. Look. Who
Yes.
brought a toy out and now who's holding it?
Yes, this is classic mother and child business, isn't it? We always say don't bring out your toys, and here they are. What have you spotted?
A snake.
A snake.
Oh, look at this. I'm standing on the rock. Right there. You see them?
It's like a worm to me. Weird creatures of low tide, eh?
This is the lowest tide that we have seen for a long time here, actually. Low tide changes about 45 minutes a day, so it's always different out here, and we haven't actually had this much kind of space in the rock pools and on the low seabed area for a long time. The sea has been right up onto the beach for ages, so it's nice that we've now got all this space to come and explore the little rock pools and find all the starfish and snakes, as Story says.
So today's video is going to be a mixture of day in the life and also a bit of a cost of living. I'm going to split it over a few days. We're going to do some shopping and see how much it costs and give you guys an idea, because it's been a while since we've actually remembered that the life we live here is fairly unique. We kind of fell into life here because of the lockdowns and everything, and we got stuck and then we stayed, and everything that was exotic when we first got here became our kind of day-to-day life. So every now and again we remind ourselves to do a day in the life video to give you guys an idea of what it's like to be a foreigner in a place you're not used to, where you didn't grow up, things that we notice that people who are native to this island don't. Sometimes we compare the cost of our groceries and stuff to what we would normally pay in the West, because for us it is very interesting to know what kind of lifestyles you can live around the world. I also personally find it very interesting to see how different families raise their kids. We are also vegan, which means we don't eat any animal products at all, no meat, fish, dairy, cheese, anything like that. So in a country that's predominantly meat-based, it can be tricky, and we make do. Our daughter is also predominantly homeschooled, and she does actually attend a private international school on the island every now and again for some social interaction, but generally we teach her at home. We expose her to different cultures and different ways of life, and we world school as well. Hearing myself say all of that out loud, it does sound very new age, very alternative, but it's just the kind of lifestyle we've fallen into over the years. We've lived in quite a few countries around the world and settled on life here in the Philippines because it's our favourite. One of the best islands in the world to live, we feel. And when you look at scenery like this, you can see why. The landscape here is absolutely stunning. Even though this island was hit really hard by a typhoon just over a year ago that we were here for, which was absolutely terrifying, and we lost a lot of the trees and the beach changed shape, It didn't take long for nature to recover, and it's looking really spectacular again. Just see my dog in the distance there with her nose stuck in the sand. She's eating something gross from the beach. She still has that stray street dog vibe in her. She'll find anything and eat it and come back stinking of some weird smell. And only have to brush her teeth hard after she's had her head stuck in something like this. Yep, I can see her mouth moving up and down. I guarantee you when I get close to her as well, she's gonna dart off because she knows I've caught her doing something. Bobby, what are you eating? You've got plenty of food at home. You don't need to be eating rubbish from the beach. Oh, you stink. What was it this time, eh? Hope it wasn't poo. You nasty beast. I'm gonna put you back on the lead. Ugh, don't lick me. I don't want that on me. Well, we're done at the beach now. We're just walking back to the house. We've been living by the coast now for over 2 years. And if you don't know the story, we've just recently bought interior land, which we'll be moving to soon. But we invested in solar power, didn't we? Yeah, earlier this year or last year, which has been an amazing change in life, an amazing thing to learn about.
Last year.
Yeah.
It's been a year and almost 2 months.
And on a day like this, it's been absolutely fantastic. You can have everything running, all your air conditioning, all your electric appliances, and it's all covered by the sun.
Oh, even though the sun is still quite low in the sky, it's so warm today. It feels really humid, and that little walk on the beach was quite shaded, and I'm sweating.
Yes.
So it was a hot and sweaty day today. All right.
Have you had your water belly on you?
Hydration.
Story, you've ended up having a bit of a pajama day, haven't you?
I have.
You're going to need to get those off and get a fresh pair for tonight.
Oh yeah, I will, because otherwise I'll be as dirty as a elephant.
So as many people know, you can't drink the water in Southeast Asia from a tap. So pretty much every person drinks distilled water or reverse osmosis stuff. This gets delivered to our house, and actually our landlady pays for it. So all of our drinking water is free where we live. Also, another thing that's pretty cool is that we have a water supply on this land. So all of our tap water comes from the land through a pump. So you're only paying for the electricity to pump it out of the ground. There's no city water bill either. So we don't have to pay for that. When the sun is shining hard like this, we have free energy all day as well. So we leave the air conditioning on about 25. We can check how much power we're generating on the inverter as well inside the house, which is really smart.
I got a lot of vitamin D.
From the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Maybe too much.
According to the kids, in case you do have kids, vitamin D, the sun is actually good for your body. So if you go out on a walk and you start sweating and you're like, no, I want to go home, you should have a bit more time out there so you can get healthy.
That's right, yeah, good thinking.
So we're heading out. We're heading to the kind of biggest, only kind of supermarket style shop here on the island. It's called Pure Gold. We don't go there that often. We go maybe once every couple of weeks. We try not to go there too often because actually shopping in shops like that is actually my least favourite activity. I really don't enjoy it.
It's a rubbish shop as well, to be honest.
It's not great, but it does have, you know, things like your household goods. What would you call them? Like cleaning stuff and shampoos and things like that, toilet tissue, and
has a bit more consistency in what products you're going to find each week, whereas like other island stuff changes week by week. So you can drive across the island to buy something and the shop won't have it.
Yeah.
The bigger shop tends to have stuff more often.
Yeah.
It's only the main good thing about it, but for a supermarket it's not very well stocked, you'll see.
What's the cost of fuel?
£71.50 per litre.
Okay. we're putting in 1,000 pesos.
Yeah, it's over £1 per litre at the moment.
Yeah. Here in the Philippines, they fill up the car for you. You don't actually need to get out. There you go. That got us just under 14 litres of fuel. Let's not forget the bags for life today.
Yeah, some parts of the island there's actually a plastic ban. So a lot of these eco bags we carry around with us, just like kind of material stuff, and you've got to bring them with you. So as you can tell from this brief visit, it is hyper noisy inside Pure Gold. And to be honest with you, it's a little bit more like a half-stocked warehouse. They don't have much stuff that we normally would buy. And because we're vegan, we are often looking for vegetables. You'll notice that there was actually no fresh vegetable section in there at all. So we now have to go to another shop. Somewhere like this place, there's loads of these dotted by the roadside. This is one of my favourite ones because it's not far from the supermarket, which is just over there somewhere. The problem you do find though with these places is like there's no refrigeration. So if you don't get here on vegetable day, a lot of the stuff is covered in flies and stuff like that. So you just kind of have to make do, don't we?
Yeah, you have to kind of scan around and see which piles look the nicest and just go for those ones.
There's no prices on anything either, so you're kind of just guessing. But to be honest, vegetables and fruits are not expensive in the tropics.
All right, we are home. So we didn't actually pick up that much in the shop. The main thing we went to get was soy milks and coconut milks and some toilet tissue. So we also got some kitchen towel there as well. Yeah, Story had a vegan Magnum or a dairy-free Magnum, which she ate in the car. Yeah, this is it really. Very small shop, but it will keep us going in the milk section for a while. The total for this amount of shopping here was 1,576 pesos, which converts into about 23 British pounds or 29 US dollars. So there you go. That's how much that cost. We didn't end up going to another vegetable shop in the end. We had planned to stop again on the way home, but as we were driving past, we didn't really see anything that grabbed us. So it's not a great day for vegetables, it seems. And I wanted to get a watermelon actually, because we like to juice it up and have watermelon juice. There weren't any, didn't see it. So that's another thing you kind of have to adapt to.
Watermelon juice?
Watermelon juice when you live on an island, because you can't always get everything that you want, you know. It's not like what we're kind of used to growing up in the UK. You go into a big Tesco's store and just you have everything that you could possibly want all in one place. But living here, you do kind of have to keep going around to different places on different days, and yeah, the quality varies a lot. So that's kind of a big thing that we had to get used to being here, but it works, it's fine. 3 years now and we're all still alive. I just picked up some tomatoes that actually look quite nice and some onions, and that little pile there was 65 pesos, which is like £1. Pack it all away in the cupboard, and I'm going to end the vlog as well. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it gave you a little insight into our life here living on Siargao Island in the Philippines, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.